Morning, students. Hope you all are good and staying at your home safely. So, student, like day before yesterday, I had explained you the chapter The Lost Child, third and the fourth page. So today I have to explain you the page number, the last two pages of the chapter. That is the fifth and the sixth page. And I have discussed with all of you that today I will be discussing the question answers with all of you and sending you the two videos, so that first video will be related to the explanation of the last two paragraph as well as the short summary of the chapter again with all of you, and the second video will be related with the question answers. But before giving you the second video, I will discuss the question answers with all of you in the class, that is in the WhatsApp class. Then I will send you the at the end of the class I will send you the that video, so that you can listen that video, you can see that video, and you can take the help from that video and write down your answers. So students, as I was telling you the story The Lost Child, so before explaining you the last two paragraph or the last two pages of the chapter, I will just again go with the short summary of the lesson. Like, it was a time of a spring festival. There was a great excitement in the atmosphere. The people could be seen busy going to the fair, all in a happy mood. Some walked, some rode on horses, others sat, being carried a bamboo or a bull cart. So there was a child who was also heading towards the fair along with his parents. As he was very happy and excited, as I told you, while his parents were going ahead with all their attention on reaching the fair, where the child was enjoying the beauty of the nature with utmost curiosity. The child's joy reached its climax when once he sat his foot in the fair. His eyes got attracted to everything. The stalls of toys and sweets fascinated him too much. He wanted them, but was very well aware of his father's harsh attitude. Whenever he is going to ask for anything like the toys or to have the barfi, which is the favorite sweet of him, but he knows that his parents would deny it and purchase anything for him. So, however, his mother tried to pacify him and divert his attention toward other things so that he could not demand it. So, the child was so busy in observing different things in the fair that he used to lag behind his parents every now and then, and every time his mother or his father called him, "Come, child, come." So every time he wanted something, but he was discouraged by his parents. As they moved forward, the child could murmured by the decorative items on the stalls. So his mouth was watered seeing sweets decorated with gold and silver leaves. And he said that, "I want burfi," in a very slow voice. But he half knew as he begged that his plea would not be headed, and he, without waiting for an answer, he moved on. Then again he got attracted to the garland of gulmohar, but did not ask for it. As he saw a colorful balloon which was filled with desires to get them all, but he knew that his parents would say he was too old to play with balloons, so he walked away. Then the child saw a snake charmer, and he tried the music. He liked the music played by the charmer and wanted to stay for a while to listen it. But again he was discouraged by his parents. Then he saw a swing, that is a roundabout swing, and wanted to get a ride on it. But this time he could not resist himself, like he could not deny it. He couraged himself and called for his parents that he want to go on that roundabout. But on getting no reply, he turned to look at his parents, but they were not there. So the panic stricken child made frantic searches for his parents here and there, but found them nowhere. So then he realizes that he was lost and separated from his parents, and he began to weep bitterly. Then that there was a man who found him, and he tried to console him by offering many different things sold in the fair. He offered him sweets, balloons, and garlands, but the child refused them all, and he kept sobbing that I want my father and I want my mother. Nothing could make him happy except his parents. So the last paragraph, last the fifth page number, I have to explain you that the man headed towards the place where the snake charmer still played excuse me, uh, that the snake charmer played still played on the flute to Swam's cobra. Listen to that nice music, child, he pleaded, but the child shut his ears with his fingers and shouted his double pitched strain, I want my father, I want my mother. The man took him near the balloons, thinking the bright colors of the balloons would distract the child's attention and quieten him. Would you like a rainbow colored balloon? He persuasively asked. The child turned his eyes from the flying balloon and just sobbed, I want my father, I want my mother. So now this time the man had it means take that child towards a snake charmer, and snake charmer was still playing the flute to swim the cobra. Listening to that music, the child to the nice music, he what he has done, the child this time has shut his ears, and he's just shouted in his double pitched arm strain, and he said that want my father and I want mother. Now again that kind man took him near the balloon and said that see there's the bright colors balloons are there, and would you like to have this rainbow colored balloon? And he said no. And the child turned his eyes to from that flying balloon and just sobbed him. Just sobbed means just started crying, or you can say bitterly crying, that I want my father, I want my mother. Now, the man, still trying to make the child happy, bore him to the gate where the flower seller sat. Look, can you smell those nice flowers, child? Would you like a garland to put them round your neck? Now this time that man was like the man was continuously trying to keep him calm, or to just make him happy by giving him or offering him different things, which all those things were demanded by him when he was with his parents, but he know that his parents is not going to buy all those things. So this time when his parents was not with him, the that kind man was giving him and offering all those things, but this time he don't want those things, he just want his father and mother. So now he took the child to the flower seller and said, can you smell those nice flowers? Would you like a garland to put around your neck? So the child turned his nose away from the basket and reiterated his sob, I want my father, I want my mother. So now the child turned his nose away from the basket and reiterated his sob, means he just again shouted in a very bitterly manner that I want my father and I want my mother. Thinking to humor his disconsolate charge by a gift of sweets, the man took him to the counter of the sweet shop. What sweet would you like, child? He asked. The child turned his face from the sweet shop and only sobbed, I want my father, I want my mother. So now thinking of his to again disconsole him, or to to console him, he thought that the child should get he should take him to the sweets seller and to give him some sweets to eat. And then he asked the child, which sweet do you like it? So this time he knows that he liked that barfi, because at the time of entering into the fair, first he was met with a sweet seller when he was with his parents, and he just saw the gulab jamun and the barfi and many things which was decorated, the sweets which was decorated by the gold and silver leaves. He want barfi, but at that time his parents, he thought that his parents would think that he is very like a very not a very good boy, or not a very you can say begged to plead that, and he would deny it, and so he just move ahead it, and he don't want that. Now again, that man asked him to have some sweets, but that time also he said that I want my father and I want my mother. So, student, the writer Mulk Raj Anand had not end the story, whether that boy was met with his parents or not. The ending is not there. So there's a question in the fifth that is the fifth question. Would What do you think happened in the end? Does the child find his parents? So now it is depend on you that whether you write it down the story. You should end the story like that the boy met with his parents, or the men took him to the like that child to the police station, or anything. So you have to end your story in the question given. So I guess I had explained you the story. This is a whole story, and in the next video I will be discussing the question answers with all of you, like the five questions, as well as I will be giving you two extra questions which you all have to do it, two or three extra questions which you all have to do it. So but before giving you the next video, all of you start writing down the answers, as I have given you the homework. So I will be opening the slot, please listen to my audio, and one by one we will discuss the question answers with all of you. Thank you students, take care and bye bye.